So you're joining me this week for a unplanned video. I was originally going to be releasing a review of the Sennheiser MKH50, but rather unexpected, arriving earlier than I'd expected it to, I received my Soundskrit Firefly yesterday. So I have tested it out and I am bumping everything else off the schedule in order to release a video. So I am testing the Soundskrit Firefly. This thing is tiny. I don't have it on me. Clearly, I haven't planned this out very well. It's about this big. You can see from the thumbnail of the video how small it is how small it is on the bottom of a phone. It has 4 polar patterns. It's cardioid front, cardioid back, maybe even hypercardioid. I'm not actually sure now that I think about it. It's also got a figure of 8 pattern, what they call interview mode, and it also can record in stereo. Now, it's a MEMS microphone, MEMS, much like your phone, but while a phone is designed to be an omni microphone in general, these are designed much more specifically, and that makes it quite clever in what it does with the audio. I don't really understand all the theory behind it, so I'm not going to go into it, but you're going to hear some interesting stuff. So let's start by having a look at how the microphone sounds in stereo. Okay, so I currently have the microphone set in stereo mode, which means there's probably a bit of reverb coming from behind it. So I'm going to do something a bit odd right now. I'm going to point the camera towards the ceiling and let's see it how it works. So it should be now recording me in stereo. I should be on one side now, should be on the other. It'll be interesting to have a listen to that. I'm going to continue talking. I'm going to pull the microphone out of the bottom of my phone. Hopefully it will continue recording, but we should get a comparison for when we're using the Soundskrit Firefly and when we're using the regular phone. So currently talking into the Firefly, and now I'm talking into just the phone microphone, and all going well, it should sound different. In a few minutes, you can hear my opinions when I actually have listened back to this. So my opinion on that, you can hear the stereo effect a little. It sounds like it'll have a really impressive sound field if used in a kind of a better environment where stereo actually matters. Now let's have a look at how it sounds in the other 3 polar patterns: front facing, rear facing, and interview mode. Okay, so I'm now testing just how it works in the different modes. So the microphone's currently pointed at me. Let's see how it detects audio coming from the other side of the microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, however, the microphone's pointing away from me, so how do I sound? Let's test again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, it also has an interview mode where it actually records in both directions at the same time. So let's see how it sounds with 2 people talking simultaneously while one person goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 0. So as you could hear, it is pretty good at reducing noise from the back, but not amazing. It's no shotgun microphone, although of course they do record from the back as well. Better to say it's better to say it's not as good at reducing noise from the non-relevant parts of the polar field as certain other microphones. I also think it did an excellent job of recording audio in the figure of 8 pattern. It sounded really clean and crisp. So looking at the cleverness of the microphone, I decided to test in my bathroom, comparing it to my phone microphone's ability. I have the iPhone 15 Pro, and seeing how it compared with the phone microphone at dealing with reverb. After all, they are both MEMS microphone. Let's have a listen. Okay, I am now sat in a bath. We're recording just on my phone regularly, so you can hear all the lovely reverb if I go, hey, hey, hey! Lots and lots of nasty reverb. Let's see how the Firefly copes with it. Okay, so now the Firefly's going. What sort of reverb do we have? Well, I will have to wait and find out until I listen back to this, but let's do that hey, hey, hey again. Hey, hey, hey! So, the reverb still made it through on the most extreme part of the test, but it's a significant improvement. And honestly, I'm kind of flabbergasted at how good the audio is on the Firefly. let's have a look at the technical side of things. And for this, I'm going to compare it to the Rode NT Mini USB. Now, I'm sure many people watching this video would be more interested in a comparison to the Razer Seiren Mini, but honestly, the Rode is a fairer comparison due to being at the same price point. So, looking at the frequency response, hopefully here, this is a case of comparing a more precise MEMS frequency response to what is likely an average, because otherwise the jumps up and down is a bit mad on this. Most microphone frequency response charts are an average, and I'm pretty sure that what we've got here is comparing a non-average to an average. Actually, aside from the fact that it's a lot wigglier, it's a very similar frequency response to the Razer Seiren Mini. It's a bit higher right at the top end than I'd like, and a little too sensitive at 200 Hz, although it does have what I consider to be a better or a more usable roll-off. The noise floor and the self-noise are directly comparable. The Firefly has 4 dBA higher self-noise and also has 4 dBA higher noise floor. So they are clearly capturing very similar sound profiles. And prices are also very comparable. Please see the description for the affiliate links for the Rode. The Firefly is not yet publicly available. It's still being sent out to Kickstarter backers. So at the time of release, there is no link in the description, but if there's one now when you're watching, it means I've been able to add one since the video came out. So let's compare the audio for my usual 20-sentence test.
Cue dramatic music.
Cue dramatic music.
Or don't. We're not your mom.
Or don't. We're not your mom.
Crunchazoids.
Crunchazoids.
Now, imagine the perfect espresso.
Now, imagine the perfect espresso.
Precision is not an option.
Precision is not an option.
Talk to someone who gets it.
Talk to someone who gets it.
I don't think we should go in there.
I don't think we should go in there.
I brought you a spoon.
I brought you a spoon.
Oh, it's a lovely day to be a me.
Oh, it's a lovely day to be a me.
I'm the best magical dog.
I'm the best magical dog.
All are safe under my protection.
All are safe under my protection.
Roll up, roll up,
Roll up, roll up.
You just got mud on my shoes.
You just got mud on my shoes.
I was never in the shadows.
I was never in the shadows.
Clients say to be easy.
Clients say to be easy.
I'm going to count down from 3 and then...
I'm going to count down from 3 and then...
Kill them all.
Kill them all.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
They're right behind you.
They're right behind you.
So what are my conclusions? Well, I do have some strong thoughts about the Soundskrit Firefly. So, I think that it is fantastic at dealing with the reverb. It sounds really clear in most cases compared to a phone microphone. I'm really impressed by the stereo sound. And honestly, given the size of it, given the fact that it's powered by USB-C and can just work in a phone, it is a very, very impressive microphone. I think it competes with the Rode NT Mini in so many ways. On the other hand, it is bass heavy. But in the grand scheme of things, I think it is a very impressive microphone for the size. Is it better than the Rode? I do not know. But they're not really comparable. The Rode's like holding a small brick. The Firefly almost seems like it's going to fly away like a firefly on its own. It is so tiny and light. For you, the listener, seeing these comparisons now, I would love to know what you think. Please let me know in your comments, or just send me an email, david@thenarrator.co.uk. And please do take a look at the description. I've recently found out that almost nobody watching these videos does read the description. It tells you how to get in touch with me, how to book coaching with me, my link to my Discord server, that sort of thing. It'd be nice to see you in Discord. Finally, coming up in the next video, as I said, this review actually bumped the MKH50 review off the schedule, which was meant to have been my last review of the year, so I will be releasing that as a bonus video around the new year, and we'll see you for regularly scheduled programming in the new year. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you.